Because you have this great variety of type of songs and genres, is there something that surprised you with a song, for instance, that you thought, oh, we wouldn't be able to do this, but can you give me an example of a song that surprised you that worked out well?
Well, for instance, when we Coldplay, Every Teardrop Is A Waterfall. We thought we could do it, and then we started doing an arrangement. Then we realized we could do it on one cello. And then we both play one cello for the Coldplay song. You can see the video on YouTube if you check it out. So that turned out quite, it happened quite like spontaneously. We thought, oh, let's do it. Two guys on one cello, it could be something interesting, you know.
Is it difficult to do performing live?
Yeah, it's because I have to be around him, you know, and his smell is so bad.
We are lucky he's so long, so he's like an octopus.
Okay. And are there also certain types of music you wouldn't try to cover? So maybe
we don't mind as long as it's convincing. I mean, we don't listen by genre.
Okay, so it's purely the mood.
Because what you can hear in our concert is like so much diversity. You have hard rock like AC/DC, you have grunge like Nirvana, you have Rihanna, today's pop artist, you have Prodigy, drum and bass on the cello, can you believe? You have classical music, you have film music, you have pop. It's so diverse. And if you come to our show, you can experience so much different things. Because if you come to a typical rock show, you just hear rocking and loud for 3 hours. If classical concert, you just listen to classical, mellow sound for 3 hours. And in our show, you can experience the whole journey. And that's what's special about our show. And that's why you see such a wide range of audience, from little, like 5 or 6 years old, until old grandmas, and everyone is dancing, celebrating, and everyone is there.
Have you had reactions from people that you covered? For instance, Rihanna or AC/DC?
We had many reactions from Nirvana, from
members. Yeah.
From
they shared our videos on their official.
And Guns N' Roses too.
Okay.
Green Day too. And all family members of Michael Jackson and members of the band.
Because Michael Jackson is sort of where it started with Smooth Criminal. So does Michael Jackson?
Yeah, Quincy Jones.
Oh, fair enough. But does Michael Jackson have a special place for you then in that respect, that you always try to maybe do at least one Michael Jackson cover for an album? Or?
Yes, I mean, on the first album we have 2 Michael Jackson songs, and the second one we don't have, but on third one, maybe.
Surprise.
Another one.
And there's also on the second record, there's one original song. I think it's Orient Express.
Yeah, that's our original.
So is that something you'd like to do more as well?
Yes, we have another song for the next album. Okay. Hopefully better this time.
You didn't like it?
It was okay, but it happened spontaneously, and because we were trying to do a hip hop beat on the cello.
It would make more sense as a hip hop beat.
Okay.
Yeah. It would be so good.
So is that maybe something because the cello is such a universal instrument? Is that something you also think about, maybe doing, say, music for movies or for samples or?
That would be amazing.
We both love film music, you know. Okay. Cello is such a great instrument to express such a variety of moods that would be great for a soundtrack as well to a movie, and we love that kind of music as well, like Morricone or
beautiful
Hans Zimmer or stuff like that. I think it's much more exciting than the contemporary classical music that is written.
But cello brings such an atmosphere to the movie. It's amazing. I don't know if Benedictus, Benedictus from our last album. Yes. It's just perfect for the movies. You can use it in so many scenes.
You could use it at the end of any movie and make people cry.
Yes.
You know, like with the end title, so it's touching.
When you compose, and especially when it's original material, when you compose, do you have a certain image in mind? For instance, a visual image in mind as you compose a song?
Well, for as much as we didn't write so much yet, but it would be good to have to write music for something, not just to write music that sounds good, but also to have a
Purpose.
the music has a purpose. And
But instrumental music, it's so hard to be played on the radio. You never hear it. So it's actually a problem to make a big hit, instrumental hit. So I think the only way is to make it for the movie or something and have a purpose. That would make much more sense.
Is that the distinction where you are now, where you are successful, but it's also a lot of YouTube, a lot of touring, but are you getting played on the radio?
no, not really, because no one plays instrumental music on the radio. You need to have lyrics, pop, mainstream pop, or
Yes. It's a big challenge for us to make an instrumental hit. But we are gonna try.
the only way to people to relate to new music, instrumental music you write is either to a movie or
The song that they already know.
or like we do with arranging.
And then sorry. In this sense, because on the last record you also worked with some people, obviously Elton John.
Yeah.
But so is that also in your mind? Maybe have somebody sing on a piece and then an original piece. And then
Well, with the second album we had almost half of the album was with guests, and I think it was too early to do an album like that. So
why was it too early?
because we were still developing our sound, and so the third album it's gonna be back to the roots, like the first one. Only
The
two
next
of us.
album is gonna be what's supposed to be a second album.
Okay.
So we are a little.
We don't know how to count.
Yeah, stupid.
3.
But how did you notice? How did you notice that the second album that you were working with on something that you weren't quite ready for? How did you notice?
It's not
I
like
mean, we were ready for, but it's just.
we were ready musically.
It was not the time to do that. But everyone pushed for it, record label.
And then so for the next record, will it be mostly or just you two again, or
Yes.
will you have guests?
We go back to the roots, and
We'll have one guest on it.
and we produced the first album. Now we are also gonna produce everything. We do everything ourselves now again. It's then we take time and do it properly. It's
And have you already started working on it?
yeah, it's done.
Finished.
Oh, it's finished. So can you give me
It's
maybe
coming out
one or
in
two songs that are on it?
In January, it's coming
Okay.
out.
Well, 3 singles are already out.
Okay.
This Thunderstruck is
Oh, this is
first
for the-
single,
okay, it's for the
so it was a good start.
Yeah.
Then Mombasa,
It's all downhill from that.
Mombasa from Inception. That's
So
all
it's
right.
movie music by Hans Zimmer.
Then I Will Wait, Mumford. Yeah.
Mumford and Sons.
So we have already these 3 videos on YouTube, and now we're gonna have some more cool stuff coming up.
Okay. I think my time is up, so thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.